25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's a Friday. Friday, the 10th day of May. 2024. Those of you who are joining us for the very first time, well, I'm so happy that you've made that choice, and we'll do all that we can to ensure that you're not disappointed, okay? All right, Yulin is already there. Mary Ebanks, good morning. Lydia Cameron is there. Mildred Smith, good morning. You're up early, up and buzzing early. Yeah, Michelle Bernard is also there. But before we go any further, I want to extend my deepest condolences to the family of Rose in Chocolate City Paradise. It's only last week or the week before I said hello to Rose and the people in the Cocoa or Chocolate City as we call it now, and then to be given that news yesterday evening that Rose has transitioned. My God, life. I know, Mom, you gotta be strong, okay? I know you would have a very good support team around you, and cry if you have to, but in the end, the Lord knows best. All right, just be strong. All right. Yeah, this one is a tough one, but nonetheless, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Those of you on the Grenadines, good morning to you also. Hope you all are doing fine. It's 23 minutes on to 7 o'clock. All the busmen of the nation, good morning. Good morning to the driver of HD 390. The WhatsApp and the crew, good morning. All the busmen coming down over the hills, good morning to you all. Hope you all are doing fine. Yeah, hope everything is all right. Good morning, Zai. Sylvina Charles, good morning. Have an enjoyable weekend, so says Sylvina Charles. Morning, Sylvina, how you do? Hope you're good too, right? Nice. So let's get with the word of the day today. The word today is an adjective, grudging. 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 Now, grudging is an adjective used to describe something that is said, done, or given unwillingly or reluctantly. It can also describe someone who is unwilling or reluctant to do something. Again, grudging, Grudging. It is an adjective used to describe something that is said, done, or given unwillingly or reluctantly. It can also describe someone who is unwilling or reluctant to do something. Now here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Her theories have begun to win grudging acceptance in the scientific community. Her theories have begun to win grudging acceptance in the scientific community. Unwilling or reluctantly, they had to accept it. We can also say a number of his former critics have become grudging admirers. Reluctantly, they didn't have a choice. They had to start admiring his work. Yeah? So write it down, jot it down, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it, learn to use it in your writing and in your speech. Nice. Good. Good morning to Petlin and the folks inside of Munich. Auntie Joan, good morning to you and the family. Uncle Leonard and everybody. Good morning to my good friend I met yesterday. Hope you're doing fine, Papi. All is well. All right, good. I want to say good morning to the folks at ACB Bank for successfully hosting that symposium yesterday, in conjunction with the ECPCGC, the Eastern Caribbean Partial Credit Cooperation. Seems as though it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a big thing for, the small and medium-sized businesses in Grenada. So, folks, get yourselves organized. The folks from GIDC was also there making a presentation. Morning, Miss Mitchell. How did you do? All right, and everybody that was there, Miss Andrew and everybody. Nonetheless, folks, it's 20 minutes on to just 19 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and good morning to Bacolet. Good morning, Kitty Cat and Ariel and Alwyn and Debbie and the folks from Village Bakery. Good morning. The folks in Hope. Good morning. The Mike and Vernice Isaac, good morning. She turned off the TV already. All right, this is Stumpy Callis. Good morning to you. Teacher Rufin, what's up, guy? Oh, you're resting as usual. Nonetheless, it's Nadisha's time of day. It's time for Nadisha's thought of the day. And today it says, give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. Think you could do that? Sometimes you look around and all you see is problems and headache and pain and stress, but let it be that day when you decide you're going to be matured, as Joel said this morning. Amidst the burden, look for the blessings, yeah? Good. Good morning to the folks in Vincent's and Windsor Forest and Dodma and Providence. Syracuse, good morning. Corinth. La Pastora, good morning. Content. Coles Gap. Morris. Jig, good morning. Louis, good morning. Good morning to the tailors inside of Corinth. You think it easy to take it easy, your ass? Oh my goodness. It's 18 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. All right, we have a few things buzzing. Grenada's Prime Minister, that's the Honorable Deacon Mitchell. He will attend the 7th Annual Spice Island Cultural Festival in Montreal. We also hear that the UN's Weather Monitoring Agency addresses extreme heat and droughts affecting the Caribbean. In the region, Jamaica to host inaugural Caribbean Medical Professional Summit. Right? And internationally, could you imagine that a U.S. airman was shot and killed by police in Florida? And in sports, the Olympic torch relay sets off in Marseille. Nice. Those are the buzzing stories this morning, all right? Good morning to all the market vendors, all the butchers, and, good morning, Beji and Simon and everybody. Good morning. The folks inside of the market in Grenville. Satez, good morning. Guav, good morning. Yeah, folks. Don't forget, today and tomorrow you can take advantage of the special sales that's on downstairs, the Right Choice Sports Bar, where you get your cheese and saltfish and so forth. Special prices. 2 pounds of saltfish for $25. 2 pounds of cheese, $28. 2 pounds of split peas, potato, everything $5. Take advantage of that, folks. But nonetheless, it's time for us to head on to the AM edition of News and Sports. Yeah, that's, let me see, who else is on the platform this morning? Okay, so Yulin is there. Dan Kumari Singh says, good morning. Good morning, Sylvina. So says Yulin. Tovina Thomas, a happy Nurses Week to all nurses and other care providers. Yeah, good morning to all the nurses at the General Hospital, the Princess Royal Hospital, the Princess Alice Hospital. Good morning, good morning. Nurse Shama Pierre and everybody, good morning. Nurse Maxwin. Yeah, good morning, Dr. Donald Noel. Good morning, sir. You and the family, how do you do? All right. Dr. Devon Globe Francis, morning, bro. Veronica Sandy says, good morning, Gordon, Innocent, Joseph, GBN, Grenada, Carrico, and Pity Martinique, everyone. Marilyn Gordon, good morning, Gordon, and the viewers. All right, who's on WhatsApp? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers at GBN and Grenada. Okay, thank you. Folks, we've got a break here. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Those of you on the television platform, you've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news.
when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Thanks for joining us. A partnership between government and corporate Grenada has led to the determination of a new location for the Carlton Rehabilitation Center, as Grenada Cooperative Bank handed over the more than $500,000 raised for the project. Its new location in the Big Parish was unveiled on Wednesday. My colleague Rena Thomas visited the site today.
The NDC administration has finally chosen a location that will be the new home for the Carlton Rehabilitation Center. The center has not been operational for over 10 years. The new location in Maribor St. Andrew used to be the nurses' hostel for the Princess Alice Hospital. The announcement was made by Minister for Health and Wellness, Delma Thomas, at a recent ceremony during which the Grenada Cooperative Bank donated a check of $584,392 EC dollars to the Ministry of Health towards the outfitting of the Carlton Rehabilitation Center.
Will be housed what was commonly known as the nurses' hostel, what the nurses' hostel was before Hurricane Ivan. This is also a facility that was destroyed by Hurricane Ivan. I want to say to you that we have already started our work, and my PS is here, so we are not sitting idly by. We are forging ahead to ensure that we have that reconstruction with the assistance of our government. So presently we are doing feasibility study. We are looking at, yes, it's government land, but we're doing the surveying for ourselves. And we also completing our designs. So completion of design, feasibility study, and the clearing of the site will be done before the end of 2024, signaling that we are serious about reconstructing a rehabilitation center, understanding and appreciating the issues that confront us across our tri-island state.
The center, once constructed, will be a safe haven for people who engaged in alcohol and substance abuse. Managing Director of the Grenada Cooperative Bank, Larry Lawrence, in his remarks, explained that the funds were raised over a 5-year period through the bank's annual Pump It Up Fun Walk event. He explained that the funds will remain in a trust managed by the Board of Trustees until the ministry completes the construction and is ready to outfit the facility.
Today marks the ceremonial handover of the funds raised for the rehabilitation facility to the Ministry of Health. I take this opportunity to remind you that these funds will be used for outfitting the facility so that services can be restored. In the meantime, the funds will remain in trust, managed by the Board of Trustees, until the ministry completes the construction and is ready to outfit the new facility. Co-op intends to continue its efforts to create awareness of health issues that exist within our communities, with the aim of encouraging the population to take preventative approach to these issues. We will continue with our Healthier Lifestyles initiative and by extension the Pump It Up Family Fun Walk in the years to come.
The bank surpassed the initial 500,000 target by 82,000, and Lawrence commended the diligent work of the Committee of Staff Volunteers and representatives from Corporate Grenada over the years. Among the key contributors were Jonas Brown and Hubbard's Grenada Limited, Guardian General Insurance Limited, Antolin Group, Flow Grenada, Wagiti Rental and Songs, Koyaba Beach Resort, Bailey's Funeral Home, Body Image Health Club. Representatives received tokens of appreciation during Wednesday's ceremony. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
The National Water and Sewage Authority in NWASA is calling for the support of the public during ongoing water shortages given the imminent implementation of water restrictions. Beverly Telesford has the rest of the details.
The National Water and Sewage Authority NWASA is urging the public to acknowledge the current water situation and take a collaborative approach to ensuring water security. Terence Smith, acting general manager at NWASA, made the clarion call following the announcement of water restrictions set to commence on Sunday, May 12th to prevent water wastage.
The situation has reached a stage where we have very little water left to pump from the Grenada Lake, which augments the supply to the Annandale Water Treatment Plant, which supplies an extensive area, large parts of southern St. George, as far south as Point Celine. So management took the decision, after getting the approval of our board of directors, that the time has come for us to invoke the restrictions in water use that are provided under the NWASA legislation.
Ms. Denise Burris, NWASA's corporate secretary and legal counsel, outlined the details of the new restrictions and associated penalties.
In the regulations, you won't be able to fill your swimming pool, or if you have a man-made pond, fill your man-made pond. But particularly, you won't be able to use your hose to wash your vehicle, irrigate your garden, wash your house. So the use of the hose during this period is restricted. The public must be aware that it is not just you cannot use the water for those purposes and nothing can be done thereafter. This is actually backed by a section in the regulation which says that we can enforce these regulations by making it a criminal offense. So, for example, if you are found not in compliance with this regulation, you can be charged, and the penalty is as high as $500 EC, and if you do not pay that penalty, imprisonment for 1 month.
These restrictions, implemented for the first time since 2010, seek to curb any non-essential water use. In the meantime, water tankers will continue to service the areas where they are most required. Jamila Lewis, communications supervisor at NWASA, urged Grenadians to remain attentive to NWASA's media platforms to keep abreast of information provided.
So NWASA has a very active social media platform whereby we post all of our social media, all of our valve regulation schedules, etc. So persons can go on to NWASA's Facebook page. It's also on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and you would have that information readily available. In terms of the water truck distribution schedule, it varies because, for example, while we may attempt to have water in, let's say, Lansapine today, if when the system is being reopened, you don't have adequate supplies in order to have full distribution to the Lansapine area, we would not be able to maintain that supply to Lansapine and having to draw water from that hydrant in the Lansapine area to get water to you. So in terms of that schedule, it varies. We have at this moment been paying particular attention in the south to the schools, Circalese government and other schools that have been relying solely on the water truck at the moment because of the shortfalls that we are having.
NWASA has legal authority to regulate water use during times of scarcity, as outlined in the Water Services Regulations SRO 41 of 1993, subsection 9. This regulation empowers NWASA to implement necessary measures during drought conditions or other events that lead to reduced water availability. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Well, a no-burn policy is now in full effect as more and more bushfires ignite. But are these fires occurring naturally or are they deliberately started? Christina John reports.
Volunteer firefighters came in for high commendation from Parliamentary Representative for St. George Northeast, Honorable Ron Redhead, as they collaborated with firefighters from the Royal Grenada Police Force and other community members in containing a raging fire in the Montparnasse Tempe area. Today, GBN News team is on location in an area called Chantilly, St. George, where another fire has ignited. The parliamentary representative said he was alerted about this fire today just around 12:30 and quickly mobilized the team to help in containing the fire.
Well, it's overbearing now, but as with everything, you expect that you have emergencies and you have to deal with it and treat with it. What we are trying to do now is to do a scouting mission for our GPF so that they could be able to get some data so that when the guys are finished fighting the other fire, they could immediately come over here informed and know exactly what method and approach to take. I think the key to this is ensuring that people do not burn. We have to be responsible during this particular period. It is dry season and we are in the peak of it. Water is scarce and we ought to know better when dealing with and treating with fires and lighting. So we are currently on the ground mobilizing the people in this particular area now. We don't know how much we would get because again, nature of emergency, short notice. So we are trying to mobilize as much as we can. I think the key is that once 4 o'clock reaches, when people have completed work, you'll be able to access more volunteers. And that was the key to yesterday's effort in terms of being able to time people when they're coming from work so that they know just slip in and fall in line. But for now, we have to do all that we can to contain, but we have limited men, in particular volunteers. While you're fighting a battle, it is difficult to focus on the level of resources that you have. You have to pull out all and make it work so that you could minimize as much as possible. But for now, I would say that we should be praying for rain.
Firefighters worked into the wee hours of Thursday morning, all to protect homes in the Montparnasse and Tempe areas. It has become worrisome for firefighters as more and more fires surface almost daily. The fire department has recorded an upsurge in the number of both structural and bushfires in 2024. That's according to Corporal Marlon Dorset.
For 2023, we had 10 house fire reported. That is from January to March. Right? So first quarter of the year, we had 10. However, for 2024, we see an increase by 3. So we have 13. All right? Bushfires, well, now we are presently in the dry season. All right? So we see for bushfires for 2023, we had 24. For 2024, we have 37. So we see an way, increase in terms of these fires.
He highlighted what they believe are contributing factors.
Bushfires, we have persons lighting indiscriminately, right? Lighting and leaving those fires unattended, right? Hence, with the dry spell that we are now experiencing, you have fire spreading and so on. Now, what we may have realized is that some of the fires can start by persons who smoke and just throw the butt in areas and same catch a fire. All right. We are also seeing an increase in structural fires, that is business house, dwelling house. All right. And that again is caused by homeowners leaving the children unattended. We also have the issue of faulty appliances. That again is a cause of a lot of fires that we are experiencing nowadays.
As a result, the Ministry of Agriculture has implemented a no-burn policy as a precautionary measure to restrict the occurrence of bushfires. A resident of Montparnasse expressed her heartfelt thanks to all those who assisted in putting out last night's blaze. Christina John, GBN News.
This story to report. Officials from the Met Office at Maurice Bishop International Airport, St. George's University, and the Ministry of Health have come together to discuss their next course of action regarding a dust plume that has now engulfed the entire island. We have another report from Christina John.
The dust presently in the atmosphere can linger until this weekend. Therefore, the team sought to provide guidance to individuals who are likely to be affected by the condition. According to forecaster Finbar Frank, it is normal to experience this type of dusty condition. Looking at the next 3 months, the forecaster said there is no precise timing as to when exactly this condition will ease, and the chance of rainfall is not guaranteed.
At this time of year, it's normal for us to see dust, right? We were just moving out of the peak of the season, so it should start to fade out now, fewer and fewer dust in the coming weeks. But looking again at the models, they are not too clear as to when we will get a real break, like when it will ease up. Looking at the next quarter, so the next 3 months, the models are not too certain as to when it will actually end, like drop off. It may lessen, and what would really help is 2 or 3 days of good rain that will kind of wash the dust from the air, bring it down to the surface.
How does this affect the quality of the air that we breathe? Dr. Kerry Mitchell of the St. George's University, who has been studying air quality, weighed in. He explained what St. George's University has been doing to monitor the air quality and their concerns regarding the Sahara dust.
However, we had very little information on how much dust we received. What were the concentrations that were being achieved when these dust plumes came across to the region. So we started setting up monitors around the island with the goal of understanding this phenomenon a bit more. And we have done so, and we've been monitoring since 2019. And what we can say is that overall, Grenada has very good air quality. In fact, it's one of the few countries that monitor air quality and consistently meet WHO guidelines each year on average. But yes, our concentrations significantly elevate during the dry season. Specifically, we're concerned with particulate matter that is less than 2.5 micrometers in diameter, because these particulates, not only can they get into our respiratory tract, but they can penetrate the lungs and get into systemic circulation, into our bloodstream. And this can lead these particulates to now become systemic toxic agents, so they begin to affect us in numerous ways.
Dr. Mitchell mentioned a website where persons can be guided about the air quality and the level of precaution that should be exercised.
So there are websites that collect data from our monitors here around the island, and we have monitors in just about every parish. We have installed monitors in schools in each of the parishes, so in St. David, in St. Andrews, St. Patrick's, and so on. So you can go to iqair.com, and there you can get a snapshot of the current conditions with regard to the air quality. That air quality is showing yellow. That is above 50. Persons who are especially susceptible should take caution. They should probably not be outside as much, or they should wear maybe a dust mask or something of the sort to reduce their exposure to this poor air quality. 0 to 50 would be considered good, so everyone should be okay. There's little or no risk to exposure. But once we're in the 50 and above, then certain populations, especially those who are unusually sensitive, will experience adverse effects, and it worsens as the numbers increase. So
air quality affects our health. Dr. Taisha Donald, Director of Hospital Services, encouraged persons who are susceptible to the effects of poor air quality to be very cautious. She shared tips on how people can protect themselves from health implications.
So now that we are aware that there is a plume, and the Met Office has been advising us on the current situation, it's important for us to protect ourselves. We need to know who are within the vulnerable group, and that vulnerable group would be, of course, children under 5 years, and persons who suffer from allergic conditions, and persons who have underlying illnesses related to our respiratory system. Have to, of course, be cleaning the fans a little more often, using a wet cloth and wiping down the fans at least once a week, or even more frequent based on the amount of dust in the area. And of course, once you're having the symptoms, then there are things that you can do. Even under the prevention, there are some preventative medications that you can use. So persons, for example, who suffer from asthma and COPD, they have medications that help to prevent crises. So in the case that we have Sahara dust, it's advised that persons who suffer from these conditions start to use preventative drugs. So it's very important that we stock up on those medications so that we can, help to protect ourselves from going into these crises.
Christina John, GBN News.
National Bus Association has issued a stern statement in response to a violent altercation involving bus operators plying the Grenada and St. George route on Wednesday, which resulted in significant damage to 3 passenger buses. Nisha Paul reports.
Police are currently investigating the incident, which was captured in a circulating video on social media, raising concerns about the safety and professionalism of bus operators. Details of the altercation remain unclear, but reports suggest that a confrontation between 2 bus conductors began in the Paddock St. George's area and escalated as they reached the St. George's bus terminus, resulting in damage to 2 buses involved and a broken back screen of another bus operating the Woburn route. In response to the incident, Derek McKenzie, president of the Grand Anse Bus Association and public relations officer of the National Bus Association, spoke out against the violent conduct displayed by the bus operators. He condemned such behavior and urged for a more diplomatic approach to addressing conflicts within the industry.
This is to all operators. On behalf of the executive of the Grand Anse Bus Association and by extension the National Bus Association, we condemn all acts of violence against each other. Operators against operators and operators against anybody in particular. I think we should learn to resolve our problems more diplomatically. We should be able to talk things through, and not everything that we have to resort to violence. It doesn't really look good for us. Most of these things that are happening through operators. They are not members of the association, and eventually the association gets blamed for it. We are in an industry where we provide a service to the public, and we are expected to act and conduct ourselves in a professional manner. And these type of behaviors does not sit well. Let's continue to provide a good service. Let's try to improve on the service that we are providing. It's already challenging, and let's not make it more challenging for ourselves.
The incident highlights the need for improved conflict resolution mechanisms within the transportation sector, ensuring the safety and well-being of both passengers and operators. The National Bus Association is calling for unity and solidarity among its members, emphasizing the importance of mutual respect and cooperation in ensuring the efficient and safe operation of public transportation services. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
As the spirit of Spice Mass fills the air, one contestant for the coveted title of Carnival Queen 2024 is championing a message of kindness and compassion. We get more details in this report.
As Beanie Matthew took to the stage amidst cheers and applause at the recent launch of Spice Mass 2024, she carried with her not only dreams of the crown, but also the hope of inspiring a kinder, more compassionate community, one act of kindness at a time. Beaming with enthusiasm, the 19-year-old representing the parish of St. John used her platform to spread positivity and goodwill. In a heartfelt appeal, she emphasized the importance of kindness while addressing the massive gathering at the stadium car park.
Like my fellow contestants, I was granted this opportunity to select a platform for this journey. Of course, I thought about climate change, mental health, and many more. However, as I was revealed as contestant number 7 on social media, I immediately started to experience practice kindness, tolerance, and love, we will build Grenada into a much better place. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to show kindness, not only to myself and my fellow contestants, but to every person that you encounter from tonight onwards.
Many have expressed admiration for her commitment to using her platform for a noble cause, recognizing the potential for positive change that her advocacy could inspire.
And I just want to encourage you all to be kind to others, be kind to somebody today. Sometimes we look at the chat and you're bullying our media workers, you're bullying the people who are making comments. Just be kind to one another. For a change today, just try. Be kind to somebody today. And let's be respectful of others, be respectful of people's comments and their values and their views.
That was Press Secretary to the Government of Grenada, Neela Etienne, echoing Ms. St. John's advocacy during a press conference earlier this week. As the carnival festivities continue to unfold, Matthew's message serves as a poignant reminder of the values that truly define the spirit of carnival beyond the glittering costumes and lively music. The other contestants vying for the National Carnival Queen 2024 title are 18-year-old Kenya Alexander, representing St. Andrew, 19-year-old Angel Franklin, Miss St. Patrick, 20-year-old Sachelle Alves, Miss Carriacou and Petite Martinique, 22-year-old Heidi Charles, Miss St. David, 20-year-old Alana Felix, Miss St. Mark, and 22-year-old Abigail Jeffrey, representing St. George. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
As many Grenadians prepare for a weekend filled with a myriad of activities to celebrate their mothers, Upper Level Promotion is gearing up to host its annual Queen Show once more. The event will place mothers in the spotlight, showcasing their beauty and talent. The rest in this report.
St. Andrew is set to witness a grand celebration of motherhood as Upper Level Promotion gears up for its annual Mother's Day Queen Show on May 12th. Dedicated to honoring the grace and elegance of mothers, the event promises to showcase the beauty and talent of 6 remarkable women. Mrs. Nola Bain, the driving force behind this year's Queen Show, stepped into the shoes of her deceased husband, Peter Bain, who was renowned for his dedication to community support. In addition to celebrating motherhood, the event has a charitable purpose, as Mrs. Bain revealed that a portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Kajona Home for the Elderly, located in the parish.
Over the past 20 years, my deceased husband, Peter Bain, and I have been doing this Mother's Day Queen Show for the people of Grenada as a whole. The reason being, we just want to show the love to all mothers, extend it a bit, because we know that and that day is a special day, and everyone, in particular the mothers, would love to have something special on that day. Come May 12th, Victoria Park, we ask everyone to come out and support the mothers, because you can see that the mothers will be showcasing their talent. And this year we extend it a bit. We go to the different parishes, because we also have someone representing Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
Set to unfold at Victoria Park, Grenville, the Queen Show promises to be a captivating display of beauty, grace, and charm. Here is a taste of what some of the ladies will have to offer this Sunday.
Good morning. I am Jamelia Francis. I represent in my beautiful parish, St. Max. I am a mother of 4 children, and I love to take part because to show my talents. I thank you.
My name is Annie Hippolyte, and I'm proud to represent St. Patrick, because I know Mother's Day is a day everybody's supposed to be out, having fun and spending good times.
My name is Madani Joseph.
I live at Lamode, St. George's. I am representing St. George's. I am proud to be a mother, and that day I want to celebrate Mother's Day.
I am Amanda Aberdeen, representing the big parish St. Andrew. I am a proud mother of 4 adorable children. Come Sunday, Victoria Park, and support my fellow contestants and I. We will be having a bomb.
My name is Jeanette.
All right, welcome viewers and listeners. It's 16 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. It's time for the final conversation for the week right here on Good Morning Grenada. All right, it's Friday, final day of the program for the week, and usually on Fridays I try to have an open discussion where we look at the week in review, things that might have happened throughout the week, things that happened throughout the week that affected you one way or the other, and this is your opportunity. I know a lot of people have been calling on Nawasa for water. There is a problem. There is a water problem in Grenada. We have to accept that, and we also have to take into consideration that Nawasa is not fully responsible for that. They are responsible for providing us with water, but if they don't have it, they can't give it. All right. We do agree that there are times that, sometimes there are lapses in terms of them dealing with broken pipes and so forth. So you might say, okay, well, we have a lot of wastages here and there, but in the final analysis, man, we are creating that problem with this climate change and thing like that, and getting us less rain. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Gordon.
How you doing?
Not bad. I have to greet you with a smile or a giggle, if you want to put it that way.
I find you smiling loud.
Let me tell you the truth. You made mention of something a while ago, and you said climate change, and do we know we contribute to that? Mr. Gordon, that's a fact. That's a fact, and that is something that should be discussed nationally at the educational level. Anyway, however, the weekend in review and some of the things that happen in neck of the woods, I am not too concerned about the nature and what is involved. What I'm concerned about is why these negative things happen. Why these negative things happen and its impact on our daily living. I'm concerned about that. Very, very much concerned about that. Not only this week, but moving forward. So now, if we are to move forward, we have to be proactive. Proactive in the sense that we have to think constructively, conscientiously, and we have to look at beyond today and tomorrow. We have to look at that. And saying this, one must be cognizant of the fact that you're not a hermit per se, or like a solar crab in a shell or a lamb in a shell. And even though you're in a shell, you're there in an environment. So just like you have 2 nose, 2 ears, 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 eyes, 2 ears, whatever, there are others around you that have the same characteristics. So we have the same feelings, but we might react different or think slightly different. The question here is, in our daily living, in our daily life, in how we do things, what percentage of that sphere of thinking is of a corporate nature? That means you know what is happening around you, you know what is around you, you know the negative and the positive around you. And what choice do you make? Do you want more positive or do you want negative? Well, if you want negative, that's destruction. If you want positive, there is growth. So we have to make a decision as to where we want to go as a nation, as a people. Secondly, we must be cognizant of the fact that we bring little ones in this world, whether it's from a dance hall operation or whether it's just a fleeing operation, or whether we are conscientiously as part of a family, a structure, but we have little ones that we're going to bring into this world, and we have a responsibility, Mr. Gordon.
Yes.
And I think we should start to think constructively.
Okay.
Trust me, we have to look within before we could look outside.
Dance yard before you dance abroad.
Ah, amen. Mr. Gordon, have a great day.
Have a great weekend, bro.
And you too, man.
All right, blessings.
And keep the arteries free.
Yeah.
And keep the heart pumping.
I'll do my best on that.
God bless you.
Have a good one. 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Today is World Lupus Day. I wear purple to raise awareness for the millions impacted by this devastating disease. Let's make lupus visible. Share this post and encourage others to put on purple today. Folks, wear your purple today. Good morning, caller.
Morning, innocent. Morning to innocent. Morning to the viewers.
Morning,
you
welcome.
said something which I hope that we could amplify. Our role in the whole climate change scenario. And unfortunately, there are many of us who still think this is a hoax. For over 30 years, my organization, Friends of the Earth, have tried to conscientize people, inform people, make people aware. And we were the first organization that linked tree planting in helping to maintain sanity. As such, we gave schools and other institutions on an annual basis for a while 2 trees. One was a fruit tree and one was a forest tree. What happened? In most cases, except a few, like the Bosco RC, which they had the space and they had the way they could protect, and also subsequently Chantinel RC. And I think Florida government, they were able to protect the trees, but in other places, people tie animals and eat the thing like in Brunei government. So the whole thing about it, and I like what your first caller says, we need to have a national conversation because it's serious. And I want to support one of your callers yesterday who emphasized that water is a very expensive commodity, yet we are not paying the full amount. If people really understand. I remember when I went on Nawasa board and learned, to my shock, the cost of water. Because I was part of the ignorant one in terms of thinking whether we knew water was high. But water is very, very expensive. I mean, water is expensive for us, but we are not paying the full price. And of course, we have to get Nawasa to be more accountable for the water, because sometimes the breakage and it stays running for much longer than it should. So we must hold them to task. But when it comes to in terms of ensuring that water is fairly available, I mean, we must commend Nawasa over the years. I mean, if people don't know, Nawasa has to borrow money. They have to borrow money to do some of the infrastructure work. The public doesn't know that.
Well, if the public doesn't know, how you know? So you're not part of the public?
No, I'm telling you, I was on the board. I was on Nawasa board. That's why I have some of the knowledge.
All right. Okay. Thank you, caller. Thank you. Thank you very much. 24 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning, Nutsman in Corinth. How you doing, Papi? All right? Hope all is well. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Joseph. How you doing, sir?
I ain't do it yet, but I will do it, eh?
I hope you don't end up in trouble for that. Something happened yesterday afternoon that I found to be very interesting, and I think maybe GBN can look at continuing something like that. Just around 4 yesterday afternoon, you had the draw for the Mother's Day promotion that GBN ran.
Yes.
And you had Donnell and
Joseph.
And somebody else was on there. And, you know, they had this little chit-chat going on. And it was a nice vibe. And I'm thinking, you know, GBN does not have something like that. You know, you have the morning program, you have Beyond the Headlines, and even the mid-morning buzz and so forth. But something where you just have, like how the three of them were just going back and forth. I found it to be very interesting.
Yeah. Joseph, by any chance, Joseph didn't scare you?
I think he's going to capitalize on the get his head rubbed when his Father's Day thing.
Yeah.
But I just thought GBN maybe he could look at doing something like that in its programming lineup at least once a week or so, where you have the different announcers. So I'm not talking about bringing in people, but just, you know, among yourselves coming together and having a nice little thing like that. It was good vibes. It was different, and I just thought I'd throw that out. And before I run off,
hold on. You must have been a fly on the wall, because these are things that we have coming, man.
Well, I don't know. I mean, because I was like, and when it was over, I'm like, come on, Dred, we could have done all of this, you know.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, good.
Yeah. But before I run off, I just want to wish all the mothers a really happy Mother's Day on Sunday. I think sometimes we don't play the importance of mothers in our lives. Well, there is no life without mothers. And just how they make the house into a home, right? So, you know, out of love and appreciation, I say happy Mother's Day, and I do hope you ladies have a truly wonderful, wonderful day. Understanding that while, yes, we're celebrating on Sunday, but I believe every day we should be appreciative of the fact that, you know, we are here because of our mother's love. Not to downplay the role that we men have, you know, in the entire thing, but, you know, the nurturing and all these.
I started to get concerned, because, I mean, a lot of people fail to realize Mother's Day is 9 months after Father's Night, you know.
So, man, have a good day. Be safe. Yeah?
Have a good one.
GBN, look into that program.
Yeah, definitely. Have a good one. Folks, it's 27 minutes after 7 o'clock. Reminding you that the Parish Sports Council elections continue. Tomorrow, it's going to be at the Hillsborough Government School in Carriacou. It starts at 3 p.m. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Hello, Innocent. Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
A bunch of key was found in the Westerhart area yesterday. Interesting person could call 414-2592.
A bunch of keys?
Yes.
A bunch of keys were found in the Westerhall area yesterday, and if you want to collect it, you can call 414-2592. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sharon Bartholomew says, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on the platform and all the mothers in Grenada. Thank you, caller, for your greetings. So says Mildred Smith. All right, Mr. Dabrio, you're starring this morning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I am fine. How are you?
Okay, I just want to talk about something with water. You know that there's an old saying, that proverb saying, you never miss the water until the well run dry.
Uh-huh.
Now, what's going to have a lot of wasted water all over the island. And now we see the importance of it, that the waste that gone. But on the other hand, since I was a little boy, now once I've seen trouble every year since I was a little boy, I'm passing 60 years going, and now once I've still seen trouble in the dry season. So, Barbados have no rivers, they're never out of water. There's a lot of islands out there, never out of water. We have water all around us. We're a water country. Why are we seeing so much of water? And I think, once and then they're not planning properly, because the dams are small. They could also increase on the dam. They could dig it deeper. Know the time the dam dry, get the excavator, dig it much deeper, maybe about 4 feet or so, 5 feet deeper, and widen it. So then you have a volume of water more in that one. And all the dams, they do the same. Some of them in concrete, or they I cannot write concrete on, but those are just in the mud, where they store water. The next thing is we have a lake which is about 20 feet to 20 acres of land, Granite Tank. 20 acres of land is water. They're in charge of all water in the country. What they have to do is clean the lake and get the capacity of the lake, because the lake now is a 20 acres, you might have about 15 acres now, because what are the trees and roots and things fill it up. So if they want to control water, clean it out, so they get the full 20 acres of land that is water, so they could tap from there. And meanwhile, we should have other storage tanks down in the south. Have a place they used to store water there, they sell it to the hotel, so they cannot store water there again. There are a lot of places that Unawasa could use and get water for the people that don't have water, because it's 70 odd years now they sink out for the water, they still sink out for water, which means they haven't got no vision. And so without vision, you perish.
Yeah.
They don't. I know they're trying their best, but the best is not. They don't have the vision. We know water expensive. We know water to pour to homes is expensive. But if you have vision, it wouldn't be so expensive. And so you've gone. I seen them that place they build and that church and that street there. They spend $1 million in that. They could have spent $1 million in putting storage tank and storage tank costs.
Okay.
And then you could think about that, because they had a building and they can't have the way they work and the work efficiently for years. They work efficiently right there. Then the money they get from this, they should have built storage tanks. They have the capacity to hold water, because this is life. So I mean, I do not know why they don't say the leaders cannot see these things.
Okay.
The code, because it happens in other countries. I see in Trinidad they have big storage tank holding water for over trillion gallons of water. The code, we have the capacity, we have the land here, we have the land mass here, and we have water here. We could. It's just because they haven't got the vision. Okay. And they say without vision, the people perish, and the people perishing for water right now.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. I will say thank God for good eyesight. Yeah, Bernadette Robinson says, good morning, beautiful Grenada. There's something that I want to bring to the fore. Good morning, Gordon. I would like to know why Grenadians have to pay so much money to get a Canadian visa. I paid $650 for biometrics, then $759 to go to St. Vincent just for the fingerprints, and now that is approved, I have to send back my passport via DHL to get it stamped, and that's another $650 more than $2,000. I want to know what Grenadians did to deserve this drastic treatment. Please, can this stop soon? Oh my goodness. Why you want to go in Canada so much? I mean, come on. You know, the last time some folks were complaining about the cost of the passport. Why the passport so expensive? I say, well, if you're finding problems, so pay for the passport, which is like $250. Are you buying the plane ticket to go? Good morning, caller. Caller, you've got to fix that and call back. Good morning, Gordon. All right. I am requesting that the Ministry of Education create their own website and have a section so that parents can access past papers for the kids. It is so annoying when you go to the exam unit for past papers and they are saying they don't have, etc. Make all past papers electronically available online via download. The other islands are doing so. So why can't we? Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, what we're talking about now, which is water and sewage. We've been charged for that, right? Why are the people in St. Andrews, for example, in certain areas, paying for sewage when they don't have sewage? How come?
Okay, and that's through Nawasa, right?
Yes, through Nawasa. Why are they charging the people in certain parts of Grenada for sewage? Yes, water, I agree. I mean, this is theft. Really? No wonder why Nawasa having a problem.
Okay.
You can't charge people for something that you're not providing? Oh, Lord.
All right.
Good luck, Grenada.
Thank you, caller. Folks, it's 26 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
In honor of the Grenada 50th Independence, the Royal Grenada Police Force Band presents the second annual Mother's Night Out. Mother's Night Out. The concerts all going down on Sunday, May 12th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Featuring live from TNT. It's crazy.
Time to come. America will have a black president.
John King.
How many more?
June Lodge. together with the Hitman Inspector, Valine Ned, Samantha Dixon, Alex Phillip, Shane, Innocent, General PP, Kareem, Alexis, Ron Barry, the African Man, and much more. Dress code elegant. It's Mother's Night Out, the Grenada Trade Center from 5 p.m. on Sunday, May 12th. Lots of giveaways and prizes to be won. Champagne and roses on entry. You don't want to miss this amazing experience for mothers. Your tickets only $70 and are available from Kittens Pharmacy in Grand Dance and Grenville, Grenadian Optical, the Police Bandhouse, Police Canteen. Make this a date for mothers.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Rams Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
Community Partnership Initiative.
The theme for the science fair is water and energy strategies, the key to sustainable development. It encourages students, it promotes caring for the environment, sustainable development, and we want the students to display practical activities and real-life situations of what is really going on out in the environment. And we look forward to companies like Grenada continuing to see the relevance and significance of something like a national science fair.
Grenada, energizing our community.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. It's 21 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. You've got to fix that phone. You got to turn off whatever device you have in the background. Turn it off completely. All right, you heard it for yourself, okay? Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Innocent. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Morning to your listeners as well. There's a couple of comments that was made yesterday, and I don't know how to treat it. One of the things that was said is that Nawasa have a night crew, and the question must be asked: where is that night crew located? Where do they operate? Because it's certainly not in St. Patrick, where I live. I think with all of the woes that we are going through now with water, I heard Mr. Antoine this morning talk about the expense and all of those things. It is something that the authority, well, the government force in terms of policy, deal with, because there is a lot of inefficiency in Nawasa. Things are not operating the way it should. Wastage, in my view. And unless we address all of those things, and I mean, you sit on the road, water wasting every day for days, and you're calling them and they're not responding, and all of those things, and they should have more crew on the road than what the people that they have in the offices to effect, because it's no pipe they deal with anyway. But there are too much wastages in the system that is causing now, when we're in the dry season, and the other part of it is storage. When we're in the dry season, people are seeing this sort of problem for that. This is something that they urgently need to address, and we will see a sort of betterment in the sub. Grenada is small, Grenada is not big, and we have the rivers, we have the water. But I think it's the management of it. They are not doing that properly, and that is where we have the problem.
Okay.
Thank you, and have a good morning.
Have a good one, bro. Have a great weekend.
Yes. Innocent, before I go, today my former wife and
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, the memorial will take place today at the
Pentecostal Church in Sates.
Yes, so all those who, I know a lot of people miss their roti, but she's been celebrated today. So
my heart goes out to you, man.
Thanks, man.
I know you're a tough cookie. You can handle more than that.
Yes, I will. I'll try to do that.
Well, all the best.
It's been there for my children now.
Yeah. Are you seeing me on TV, or are you just listening to me on the radio?
I'm always listening to you on the radio.
Okay. I was just, giving you the sign. Go with God, Yes,
I will.
Have a great one, bro. Love. Good. Bless. Good. It's 18 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's the time. Let me see who's on the WhatsApp platform. Let me go back before I do that. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, my good old friend.
Oh, nah, I ain't old, man.
All right, you're youthful then.
Yeah.
Every one of us blaming somebody for their fault. For example, I think you are cutting down trees ruthlessly. You in the days of Uncle Gary, not my uncle. They used to have water containers. When I say container, I didn't mean bucket. Built around the roadside. And as you passing, you hear few water busting them walls. Now, you said, and you and others said, you are modernized. You're thinking realistic. And yet, for all, you all do not know to build tanks to contain water so that when there would be to hold a reserve of water, so that during the dry season, which you all are making, are causing to be the trees are ruthlessly being cut down by young people, youths. They trim all the hedges, they take down the camel grass that are on certain places to prevent erosion. And yet, for all, you all telling me that you are modernized. You learn modern thing, modern technique. Is that true? Since Uncle Gary, they know what to do. No, you are scientifically advanced. Maybe you are going backward, scientifically advanced. This is the problem. We have enough water in Grenada. Build storage tanks. Whether it be, look at you now. Maybe the government could get, not the government, Nawasa could get barrels When I say barrel, I don't mean hula hoop thing, From big plastic that holding 1,000 a gallon and put it in different areas so they don't have to spend so much money. They have free gravel, free sand, where they could build container tanks all over the country. So in the dry season, we are causing the dry season.
Okay.
Excessive dry season.
Okay.
And bear in mind, I said we are cutting down the trees ruthlessly, stupidly then.
Okay.
Look, you're building big hotels. Let the hotels store big tanks, bigger than your house, or nearly as big as your house. And then it will be better for the poor set of people. The poor people are suffering. Look at days. I live in a certain area. You go tell the people where I live because you are Mr. Noel. So we cannot get water for days, but I don't complain. The government cannot do anything. They could do. What they have to do is to give the Central Water Commission, give them some alternatives. If they do not, well, they will take it in their hands.
Okay.
Do like Uncle Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend, eh?
I want more than a weekend, man. I have a good rest of my life.
How the phone song in class this morning? What you do?
Yeah,
you buy a new phone?
No, man. You see, you always interrupted me. Because you don't want to hear what I say.
You just decide this morning you will do it right and turn on the volume in the background. Have a good weekend, Papi.
All right, have a good rest of your life.
Teacher Rufin, your partner was on. It's 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. This issue of Nawasa and climate change needs a bigger discussion to enlighten the nation. Now, while we blame Nawasa, I have a firm belief that our practices over the years of cutting down vegetation indiscriminately and the volume of concrete structures and narrow drainage downslope is a bigger problem. If those practices were adequately planned, the lake would maintain itself, the water table would properly be maintained to keep the rivers alive, and Nawasa's dams filled. Right now, despite the rainfall, all the water is lost in short time via surface runoff. Good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning, Vincent.
Welcome to the program.
It's been a carbon picking article and foreign. Now, Nawasa problem in the city, boss, man. I told you that Nawasa, you see Nawasa today still. No water in 5 when time come. Grenada full of water around the whole island of water. You have spring all over Grenada. I told them years ago they tap the spring and put them up tanks and things. They didn't do that. I told my husband, I open my teeth, I have concern that jail of our life. Can you make water yet? All the spring in Tantin. And there was spring going 24 hours a day in the sea. Paddock about 3 spring. Come on, Oh, you know what? All over Grenada water was small. Go send the big thing water all over the place, spring all over the place. Now I say I'm managing system water good. Aruba is a place that got no water. And you get no water 24 hours a day and cheaper than Grenada water. They buying water and they.
Okay.
If you have water in the country, why it was a problem this time? All over Grenada water from Queen's Park Bridge right down to Paradise about 4 rivers. We're going to see going. Spring all over the place. Now some management is too poor for this nation. We just small to much of water in Grenada right now, man. Think about restriction on water and this problem we can use water. No. Now that's water for people, supply the water for people. They have the monopoly and find the water. Yeah, Grenada water.
Okay.
All over Grenada water.
All right.
Jail now some men and jail for life all while.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. In as much as you know the struggle with water is real, I refuse to give Nawasa 100% of the blame, right? And as a matter of fact, in that light, I am going to personally try to engage some professionals, some technocrats from Nawasa and also from the Ministry of Agriculture, or someone that can explain, because I think education is needed here, all right, so that we as a people generally, we would have a better appreciation for what's actually taking place with our reduced rainfall, which subsequently result in us not getting the water as we wanted to. So sometime next week, I will embark on getting someone from NAWASA here, as well as someone from the Ministry of Agriculture who can explain the water cycle and so forth. One of the comments that were made on the WhatsApp platform, I think it deserves some merit. This one here. I will do that. I will embark on getting someone to come and talk about this climate change and how it affects our water. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to Mr. Anderson. How are you doing?
Welcome to the program.
Yeah. And we only look on one side. Yeah? Now, the reason why some people do not get water in the yard, because there are some people, they are leaving the water in the yard, and they come and use our taxpayer money and washing all the vitamin on the roadside. And this same company that we are going on, they don't start them all through night, all through the day, all early morning. Now I'm washing on the cars, the motorbikes, the truck, the buses. That's a thing what this company whatsoever have to stop. And first thing now, they take off the pipes and on the outside now. First now, we saying that look, they don't like us, they don't want us to get water because they disconnecting all the pipes and them on the outside. And it's right, let them disconnect some pipes on the outside. This is advantage because taxpayer money is paying for that. Whosoever paying and whosoever don't pay, morning, noon and night. That's why again some people cannot get no water running through a pipeline in the yard.
Okay. Okay.
We cannot come now on the company alone every morning, noon and night, after. Disconnect all the pipes and them on the outside. Let it go in the river and wash down the truck, the bus, the cars, everything.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Culture Man. Have a good day, right? Okay, Culture Man, don't raise your pressure too high. You'll have to get yourself on some amlodipine or something like that. It's 8 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's take a final commercial break in the program, and then we come back and do the wrap. Don't you go anywhere.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacrette, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Sunshine Promotions is rolling out the red carpet for all mothers. It's a night of love. Saturday, May 11th at the dazzling Radisson Crown Ballroom. The celebration kicks off at 8 p.m. with the show starting at 9 p.m. Promising a night filled with joy, music, and appreciation. Prepare to be swept off your feet with performances from the legendary Mikey Spice. Mikey Spice. The dynamic Lion Paw, the sensational Valine, and the soulful Laura Lisa. It's a lineup that promises an unforgettable night. Get your limited early bird tickets for just $100 EC and ensure you're part of this grand salute to mothers. Tickets available at Giddens Pharmacy in St. George's, Wall Street, Wharf and Grenville, Chucky's Bar, Cass Unisex Boutique, Quick Stop, Pierre's Barbershop in Victoria, Calico Shopping Center in Sates, Rena Mills in Carriacou, Crown Collection, Health Plus Pharmacy Grenville, Heather's Boutique, and GoToFed.com. Stay connected with Sunshine Promotions on Facebook and Instagram for all details. It's a night of love. Saturday, May 11th at the Radisson Crown Ballroom.
A call to protect our children. Innocent lives brought into this world. Fruits of the womb, boys and girls. Young lives born into families, longing to be loved and protected by society. Meanwhile, there are persons who are focused on abusing children, ravaging their innocence, pretending to be their friend, appearing to be genuine and a source of protection. They are the same ones who are armed with deception. These wolves in sheep clothing must be exposed. A lot are walking around and nobody knows. It's about time that these abusers feel uncomfortable in society, for the things they do to children is a disgrace to humanity. Our children's cry of no, help, seems to fall on deaf ears. Abusers still ravage them despite the painful tears. There are children who have been abused for many years by people they know. It's like no one cares. Can we not hear the screams of our children as predators continue to use and abuse them? So many died, gone too soon, should have been here to glow and bloom. Together, let's stamp abuse out of this land. As a united force, yes, we can. Wipe away the tears from our children's eyes as we create a society that is free to thrive. I call on all of society. Let us take a stand, for the power of change is in our hands. Make abuse of children
All right, welcome back. It's 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and let me quickly take some of the comments on our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, sir. What happened to the machine the former government brought to clean the lake? All right, I don't know. I really don't know. And someone says the population has doubled since the Gary days. Everything is as it is because the population growth is like a snowball rolling down a hill, and everything else is affected in proportion. More people need more water. That's so very true. Let's see what's happening on our Facebook page. Some people waste water unnecessarily. Now that there is a water shortage, is it right for NAWASA to charge those who use and waste water indiscriminately? Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the... Nah, you had to fix that phone. You had it right just now there, and I'm not doing it disrespectfully. I don't know why. Is it that you like to hear yourself on the radio? It's the same way you hear it on the phone. You understand? You just talked to me and it was good. Nice and good and clean. And now... Come on, man. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Welcome to the program.
First, I have to say happy Mother's Day to the mothers, all the women. They use more water than us. I have no water. We're paying for a meter. I'm paying for with sewage. That's not fair. But you know what the government today and Prime Minister of Security could do is do some work as to where the oil and gas money that we had, Trinidad and other people investing in gas and oil, some of that monies can come back to the coppers of Grenada, goes back into the treasury. That money could be subsidized for Nawasa, Grenlec, the poor and vulnerable. There's lots of money. A lot of people saying a lot of stuff, but you want to forget and sweep under the carpet the oil and gas deposit, all that money that the other government has gotten in their Swiss bank or offshore banking money. The citizen and the government need to come together, find out where this money is hidden, bring it back to the treasury of Grenada, and support Nawasa and the poor and vulnerable. And the women needs more water. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Folks, this is where we've got to end the program this morning and for the week. Those of you who called and participated and contributed, thank you very much for your participation and your contribution. Before we go off once again, I want to extend my deepest condolences to the village of Chocolate City in Paradise on the passing of Rose. And Mom, be strong. I know what it feels like. I lost a son some years ago, and it's fresh. So I know it's going to be tough, but I know you've got what it takes, and you've got the community support behind you. Be strong. All right. Thank you, folks. That's it for the program. We've got to join the BBC. I love you. Have a great and a safe weekend. Mothers, enjoy your Mother's Day. Love you. Bye-bye.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.